Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Arthur Kraus. I am a senior at Loyola University Chicago, and today I will be going over the fast scrambling nature of black holes. And this is an interesting problem that was kind of given rise after Stephen Hawking kind of postulated it in the 70s. And what we're going to be going over a bit today is kind of a thought experiment that kind of remedies this this notion that well, if we need to be able to kind of retrieve information that falls into a black hole, otherwise we're violating the second laws of thermodynamics, and we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of set up a thought experiment that says we're going to want kind of three players here. We're going to have an Alice with a message, a Bob with a decoder, and a Charlie that will help us kind of verify what comes in, comes out in the same kind of size. So, excuse me, what we're going to do is we're also going to say that at some point in the entropic lifespan of the black hole, that we're going to be able to instantly retrieve this. So we're not going to have Bob wait around forever for the black hole to die to make sure that the actual information comes out all in one piece or in some scrambled piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, this complementarity is a thought experiment that started by saying that you can't pass the event horizon and try to kind of take data and share it with somebody that is outside of the event horizon. So that's why we're going to bring up critical coordinates. That's the kind of a way to visually see that once we have a coordinate system with light cones introduced, that past a certain point, namely this side, we cannot directly go that way. We have to stick to our light cone. Otherwise, we would be violating the constant speed of light being the fastest thing in nature. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to say, we have Alice, we have Bob, we have Charlie. Alice throws her message into the black hole. While this message is entangled with Charlie's reference system, that's going to be kind of consistent across the board. And what happens then is this message ends up being scrambled. And what that means is going to go through a unitary transformation. So it's going to be reversible by that principle. And it's going to be completely random. Bob is going to have a really tough time trying to decode it unless he's really good at it. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, this is an entangled subsystem or a system of subsystems that say, well, we have quantum bits that are entangled with an entire other reference system, so we can verify that the sizes are consistent. From this, we can ask, well, how long is it going to take to scramble everything and retrieve it? And as I said before, we're going to have this page time indicate the point at which we are able to immediately retrieve the thermalized and the scrambled message of Alice's. And with work done in the membrane paradigm, we're going to see that this dissipates at the same rate as an electron does with its electric field over the ohmic conductor of the stripped horizon. And that happens over a time, Rindler time, close to or along the order of the log of the Schwarzschild radius. So there's a geometric component along with this too. Now we're going to say that a maximally entangled system of the message being thermally scrambled across the surface of the black hole is going to reemerge as Hawking radiation. And along this line, we can say that it shows up at some point, but we have to be able to determine when to expect it and like what size of bit it could come out as. So we can say Hawking radiation is going to be emitted. Bob's expecting it to come. We're also assuming that all of the Hawking radiation is kind of being shot, like in this picture, it shuts out at one point, but obviously it's going to be radiating in all directions, or one or two specific points. But just for the thought experiment, we're going to say that Bob has control of all of the emitted Hawking radiation of the black hole, and let's say it's concentrated at this one point. So this thing, this Hawking radiation right here, was once maximally entangled with the black hole. So as is depicted by this line here on the bottom, because the message was maximally entangled with the black hole at this point, we can say that at this point we're back where we were before, and we have full control over what size to expect and how that's consistent across the board. So we're calling this B prime as opposed to what this would be is B. It wouldn't be BH, but this B is some size less than a little bit more than what the original size of the message was originally. So that's something to consider. A lot of this is going to be, it's kind of hard, it's hard to imagine without looking at the math. And for the time span that I'm kind of given for this little talk right here, doesn't do it justice. But during the Q&A, I hope to answer any questions you may have. And hopefully that this gives you a little bit of an idea of how one may be able to receive information that was previously kind of submitted into the black hole. So if you ever lose a message or a picture that you wanted to keep on accident, just be able to have a really good decoder and be past the halfway point of the entropic lifespan of the black hole. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you see you on April 10th.